Okay, welcome, welcome into my home and my life. So, today I'm gonna do my nails and have a chat. You might have noticed on my videos that I have these bright pink nails. So, today I'm going to show you what I use, which is gel stickers. I'm going to show you how to do it. So, inside my lovely box, I have some hand cream, lip balm that I'm going to use to help take these off. I've got the spare ones of the previous pack of nails gels that I did, and there is a slight colour change that's happened over the last few weeks, and you can see a line here where my nails start to grow underneath. And when it gets to this point, they do start to catch, like if I run my fingers through my hair, the hair starts to catch under the nail, and don't like it. And they're a bit long, I don't really like very long nails, so I'm going to shorten them today. I've got loads of these gels, all different colours. See what takes my fancy, but I think today, I'm going to stick with the pink because that's what I'm feeling. So, got this little tray of things. Keep it all in this little box. My lovely hand cream there. Got my drink. Got my bin for when I'm going to cut my nails. So we're going to use things here. So step one is to remove the current gels that are on there. So the way I usually do this, I don't know how oily this one is. Let's check. Yeah, it's quite oily. That might work. But I was going to use that more of like hand cream towards the end. Oh, that smells nice. What flavour is it? Smell is it frankincense? So it's good for older skin. But I do have a nail. A nail like oil, but I couldn't find it. It wasn't in my box. So I've used this before. You're just getting some kind of oil really underneath where the gel meets the base of the nail. So I'm just gonna lather that. Oh, I should probably open that before I got my hands oily, but that's okay. I can take the oil off. I've got a little towel, damp towel there to take the oil off in a minute because you don't want oil under the new ones anyway, so it'll be fine. So you can use a tool, like a cuticle pusher. So that's to cut. Oh, I needed my glasses really. Not got my glasses, can't see them. Never mind. So you can push this under here, or you can just use your nails. So I tend to use my thumbs. Oh, there we go. If you see that, let's get a tissue to put it on. So you just lift, and these have been on for about 2 or 3 weeks, and they haven't lifted up unless I've done it. So that's the old one there. So I'm just going to rub the oil in there so the oil can soak in to give it a little bit of a nice treatment. And then I'm just taking my thumbnails, so I'll take those off last, so we've got the extra strength that the gel gives it. It's literally just, it's the oil that's pushing under that's lifting it off. So you could use that tool, but I tend to do this. Once you get it underneath, it comes off quite easily. There we go. So just then giving the nail a little massage, getting that oil in. So that's those ones off. See, my nails are growing nice and healthy underneath. So I'm leaving that one on because I'm going to use this now on this side to get these off. So you kind of just need to find an in really. And once you do, it kind of just make lines back and forth like that. I find you don't want to really like peel the nail off, because I feel like that can peel. You don't want to peel any of your real nail off, so you don't want to peel the layer of the gel nail off and cause any damage. because I switched. So I used to have like shellac nails, like a lot of us do. I've never tried acrylic because my nails always grow really long by themselves. But I found like sometimes I was spending hours on a weekend going to get my nails done, which sometimes was nice. There's a place near me where they've got like foot spa, so and a massage chair. So if I was sat doing that, I might like I remember watching about 3 episodes of Love Island once while I was in there, and the lady was doing other people, and then coming back to me, and I was happy in that massage chair. But also, I found in that salon, you know, where they use like I don't know, spinning kind of what's this called? Emery board, but like nail file, the spinny electric one, and they take a layer off every time, and my nails are just getting more and more brittle. So I thought, oh, I always every now and again have like at least a month's gap where I have nothing on my nails and just let them breathe. And then I found these gel nails, and I thought I'd give them give them a go. I think they get advertised a lot. If you're on like Facebook or Instagram, they're that kind of thing. So it's not actually a main brand one. I have tried a big main brand one, and I found that they were a bit too thick, the gel nail. So again, they get like caught, like if my hand goes through my hair, they get caught really easily. So I tried these much cheaper ones off Amazon. I'll put a link underneath. I've set up a thing. I'm really new to Facebook. I mean, what is this? YouTube. But I put a link to these. If you buy them through that link, I think I get like 1%. So trying now at monetizing the channel. Which reminds me, I'm supposed to say things like and subscribe. If you like this content, please do comment. Let me know what you're finding useful, anything you'd like to see me doing or doing differently. Feedback, kindness is always welcome. Are you enjoying watching these videos? What do you like about it? Etc. etc. Okay, so there's the used nails. I'm just going to pop them in a little tissue and then just pop them in the bin. The bin's just out of shot there. So now we've got naked nails just resting with the oil treatment on top. So while that's resting, I'll just wipe the oil off my hands and we'll get the other bits ready. Let's have a think, what do I want next? So I'm definitely gonna want to trim my nails, probably gonna file them. I will need alcohol pad to clean the oil off the surface of the nails. I do use those to trim. I think that's all I need out of that tray. So let's maybe keep it organised. Pop those bits in there. I don't think I need any of those. I'm done with this. Pop that there. Sipping my drink. And we can open this, and this has pretty much everything you need in it inside this little bundle that you get. So you've got the cardboard outside there, you've got the instructions on the back of how to do this. It's too small for me to read, but I think I do it pretty much the way it says to on there. Then it comes in this package. You do need scissors to open this. Oh, I've got the sleeping, snoring monster on the windowsill. I can hear him snoring there in the background. So your nails, gels are in this protective plastic. That is just part of the packaging, but I'll keep that to trim the nail parts on. I'll show you what I'll do with that in a minute. I've got more of these. I always end up having spare, so that's good. And you also get the cuticle pusher that you can use to pull off the old nails, or you can use it to push cuticles down. I don't tend to push the cuticles down because they can go a bit baggy there. I don't really like that. I think I'll just leave it the way that it is. But you get that in it, and the emery board nail file as well. So the reason why you get the alcohol pad is because you want to remove any oils now. So we've put oil on to take the previous gel nails off, but now we need to clean the nail with this alcohol pad, and we need to get off any oil or glue from the previous nails. Okay. So just giving each nail a little clean, we're preparing the surface, because if the glue of these goes onto oil, it just won't bond. So it's obviously the science of it, because the oil, or the lip balm as I've used in this case, is what you use to take it off really. So keep that out of the way for now. But when I put like lip balm on, you know, like this, it doesn't affect the nail. I've got a hot tub and a sauna at home. It doesn't affect, like, very, very rarely. The nails don't just come off. I mean, I think it's different for everybody. So obviously depending what you're doing, your level of activity, how much you're using your hands, etc. But for me, they tend to grow out. But you always get spares anyway. Like, I've had spares. So let's get the other colour. So I did the same colour last time, and they're my spares. So I'll have extra spares, because you've got like different sizes, because everybody has different sizes of nails. So it's good to have your spares. And if you go on holiday or something, you could take your spares, and then if you're swimming a lot or if one comes off, you can just replace it. So I usually have like a square buffer as well, but I'll get a new one. I must have used that. So I would usually do like the 1, 2, 3, 4 buffer in the edge there like that, but I don't really want to use that one. It's a bit too rough, so I'll skip that step this time. But it's basically a square, and it's got different textures, and then you rub it over the surface of the nail, and it just kind of buffers them a little bit. I do like that. We'll skip that step for today. So I'm just gonna double check and take off more oil of my hands, because this bit's a little bit fiddly, and I've not brought my glasses over, so I can't see as well as usual. But that looks good from what I can see. And the nails are drying now, so they are ready to put these on. So I think I do these in any orders. You just basically want to find the nail, the gel that looks like it fits. So some of them might be a bit big, some of them might be a bit small. It's got like a protective piece of plastic over the top, and then you just peel the nail off like that. It doesn't matter too much from touching this end, because they're longer than my nails, so we're going to cut some of that off. So we're going to line that up. Line this up here. Okay, and then you've got a big sticker on your nail. Oh, maybe that's too high. There, big sticker on your nail. This bit is excess. So different ways to cut this off. When I do this hand, because I'm right-handed, so when I do my left hand, I'll firstly trim it off like this. And that's why I've kept this bit, because I'm going to stick the bits that are going in the bin there. So that's really rough. So then I bring, the way I do it, so I've seen people on the videos of the professional ones or the big brands where you then file this down, but I found it can drag and pull it, and I don't really like how that looks. So probably to go in the bin, I'm just gonna cut my nails onto this tray and then I'd usually just cut my nails straight into the bin, but the bin's just out of shot. So it was either cutting the nail and or the sticker, just so it becomes the shape I want it to be. Okay, that's looking good. So you can see there, I'm happy with that. I can't see super close up, so bear with me. Well, I grab my glasses, I've spotted them, they're just behind the camera by Monster. There we go. Right, let's see if this is actually a mess. No, that looks good, I'm happy with that. So if you wanted to, you could just tidy it up there with a little bit of a, whatever that's called. Oh. Right, we're getting messy here. So, alcohol pads, we don't need them anymore. That's quite rare that I'm going to use it. There are my spares. This is what I'm focused on. Okay, this is what I'm doing to cut. Right, okay, next one. Then we're going to measure there. Pretty happy with the size of that. Okay, so don't know if you want me to end the video here, or I suppose this would be a fancy edit now to just showing them all done, but as I've said, I could learn some editing and I could edit it, or I could speed this bit up now. Some of other videos would do that type of style, but I feel like my style is like unedited, so like going to grab my glasses, it's fine. Like just about being authentic and natural and sharing this cozy time. So maybe you're going to use this video to try out these nails if you like the look of this, and then you'd be doing it in like real time. That's my idea with it. So it's not like my video is speeded up and it looks like I've done this in 10 minutes when it actually takes me, I don't know what time I started, a bit longer. So you can see the real time, the real like effort. I think a lot of social media with the things being speeded up, you don't get a real sense of how long things take. You know, when we do this like, oh, done. It gives this false sense of reality of like things are done in an instant, and they're not. Sometimes things take a little bit of time, and being in that time, we can make that nice thing. It reminds me of have you seen that what's his name? Adam Sandler film called Click. So it's a really old film now, but it's basically Adam Sandler is the lead character, and he's like a busy corporate job. He's like in his 30s, I think, in the late 20s, early 30s. Building his family. He's got wife, kids, American house, busy corporate job, and I don't know who it is, but some angel type being gives him like a gadget that's a remote control that he can choose which parts of his life he fast forwards over. So he starts to, like an edit of this, he starts to fast forward over the boring bits or the repetitive bits, and then he does it more and more and more and starts like striving to get somewhere, or to get rich quicker, or to achieve a project at work, or whatever the next thing is. And he starts fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, and then before he knows it, he's an old man, and he's like, wait, I've just missed my life, I've just fast forwarded my whole life. So he goes to like the angel guy and was like, no, wait, I regret it, take me back, I want to be in every moment of my life, I want to experience it again, I don't want to fast forward through it. And so the angel allows that and says, but if you go back, you're going to go back at the exact moment when I gave you this remote, and you're never going to remember having had the remote, and you're going to have to live every single moment, the great, the glorious, and the awful and the painful, whatever your life brings up. You're going to have to live it in real time. Are you sure that's what you want? And the character says, yeah, that's what I want. So he makes that choice, clicks the rewind button, goes all the way back through his life, and he drops in the present moment where it all began. And he takes every single moment and savours it as much as he can. Obviously, we drift into like unconsciousness in terms of lack of awareness and autopilot. But whenever we come back to the embodied current moment, just take a pause there. Just know that some things take time, and that's okay. We don't have to live in this done false sense of reality. So here we go. This is coming along lovely. Got nearly one hand done. see the little nail looks a bit damaged there, that one. I think it needs that buffer stage that I've skipped. Might be just, oh, I think it's just a bit of glue or something. I think it's okay. Yeah, so just thinking about what speed are you living your life at? And is it okay for you? And if it is, great, carry on. But if it's maybe you're in a phase of life now where you're in midlife like me, or you're coming up to retirement and suddenly things are slowing down outside of your control. So I know as a therapist, I've worked with people who have lived very busy lives and then got to retirement. They're like, well, who am I now? What do I do? Without that identity of the job, because we put so much time and effort and make sacrifices and miss things, miss moments in our lives because we're giving that time to our job. And then when you retire, you're like, oh, well, this is a reset. This is who am I now? I suppose that's what we get when we get empty nesting, when we've been a parent and we've had that sense of identity that's wrapped in our children and what they're achieving and what they're doing, and we're busy supporting them. Then they fly the nest, which is a beautiful thing. They become more independent, but we can be less like, well, who am I now? What do I do now? And for me, that's a reset point. So there's a really good tool that I like. I'll pop a link in and maybe do a video on this. So there's so I'm a CBT therapist in my day job, and an art psychotherapist and a manager in a mental health service. So mental health clinical background. So there is a lady who's retired now, British, called Christine Padesky, and she wrote a model called Old New System, which is just absolutely brilliant. If ever you're at like a next stage of life in any way, like a new job or child's on the way, or whenever you think, right, this is a chapter shift, things in my life are going to change, mapping it out on this old new system I find really, really useful, and I've done it with hundreds of clients. And I also did a video with my beautiful, amazing sister Alice, shout out Alice, where she just asked people on the street these like key questions. So basically what you do on the old side, you just like write a few sentences about like, so I think I'd update it rather than the old side, I'd call it like current. So what's my current life like? What am I doing? What am I enjoying? What's working well? What's not working well? What no longer serves me? Because we have like habits and behaviours and views and thoughts that we just take with us that might have worked for us at that point in time, but we actually need like a system upgrade, a reboot, and that old new system can really help to do that. So you map out the key headlines and then you complete these sentences. So the sentences are, I am. And then you just list all the words that come to mind about yourself. So I am kind, wise, anxious, lonely, happy, sad, like whatever the key words are for you that really tune into how you are right now. So then the next two, and then this forms what Aaron T. Beck, the founder of CBT, called the cognitive triad. So it's three key areas of thoughts and beliefs. So the first one is I am, and the second one is other people are. So just notice what comes to mind. Other people are. So other people are happy, other people are annoying, other people are doing their own thing, other people are different to me, other people are similar to me, other people are struggling too, other people are too busy for me, other people are kind to me, like whatever. Other people are what you really truly tend to believe about other people. Third one, the world is, or I'd edit that to my world is. So this is your world on a day-to-day around you. So my world is lonely, busy, fulfilling, full, beautiful, calm, chaotic, whatever it is for you, you map that out. So these three, cognitive triad, these go down in arrows, down to beliefs. So how we think about ourselves and the world and other people move us down to create rules for living. Okay, so if we believe I am a burden, other people are happy, my world is lonely, then we'll create some kind of rule based on I am a burden and those other parts. And the rule might be, if I keep myself to myself, then I won't burden other people. Okay, so that's a rule that aims